Sorry guys for the delay kind of greeting.
Beware, the evil is strong ahead. Take care. Beware, the evil is strong ahead. Take care, the corrupted rogues in the wilderness ahead are not to be trifled with.
Let me just electrocute these ladies here, because apparently they're wanting the electrotherapy. It seems like so many of these enemies want this electrotherapy, and the reason why it's not going to cost anything because apparently you can't exactly collect a constant revenue stream from, dead patients. Alright, if they're getting back up, then where in the world is the very shaman that's getting them back up? Oh! Now, according to the quest book here, we have to look for Blood Raven in the burial grounds next to the cold plains. So, okay, so here's a cave and all that. But if I were to actually kind of drag this video out and all that, sure, I'll go into that cave to build up this character in a more natural kind of way. But because I'm making sure to keep up with all your attention spans, I'm purposely going to try my best to follow the main quest. Giving my enemies the over voltage. Oh boy, look at this! A whole abomination community. If you guys think about it, since the sorceress is capable of certain abilities like this, it kind of gets you to think, could the Diablo games also be secretly taking place within the Infamous universe? Because think about it, she's able to channel electricity like this. But then again, of course, let's just say I know very little of the Infamous games because Sony, in the time of them having so many, unique games for the PlayStation 3, they now think to try to allow certain studios to try to port their games over to PC and all that. And instead, since they stuck it to PS3, it's taken who knows how long of a time just to try to, how long of a time for certain people to code a decent enough way to play PS3 titles for the rest of the time, while all the original PlayStation 3s and other ways of the PS3 hardware would just permanently decay. And the same kind of goes for PCSX2. Like, it's just the way to do PlayStation 2 titles without really needing PlayStation 2. Yes. Hold on, guys. Hold up. Okay, guys, let's continue with this gameplay. And as we do our Sir Mayquest travels, we're meeting even more people that seek this electrocution therapy, and they're just, you know, just so stunned of how I do it. Man, with all this war stuff, maybe the sorcerer should use some abilities to create certain kinds of therapy. Because I bet some of these people that are going after her currently are certainly going to need a questioning of why in the world they even did all this in the first place. Let's try to get back on the main path here. Okay, we have, or maybe did I actually give out Tyr? I don't know. I'm thinking about a different character of mine. Let's get back to, because I believe we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. Is there a way I could get my character? Oh, so control helps to speed up this character. Good. Ah, yes. Isn't that marvelous? I wonder what you guys would prefer. Would you guys prefer a certain kind of way of electroshock therapy, or a little bit of a thrust kind of therapy? Yeah, it seems like I've gone way off the main path here. Or maybe I was going a little bit far ahead to kind of scout out for what could possibly be for the future of this possible gameplay series. So far when I'm recording this, I have posted out the first gameplay video just to see how it does. Okay, there's so many people here that want this electro therapy that they've been just tailing me. It's also interesting how it's okay, so just straight up oof, Blood Raven.
My army will destroy.
It seems like Bloodraven here is a lesser ranked demon. Come on, you know you'll like this therapy. It's helped plenty others that have been tailing me before I got to you. Oh man, you are such a coward for this kind of therapy.
I am overburdened.
Oh boy.
Rest now, Bloodraven. I can't.
Actually, skip what she dropped. So now let's go back to the lady there.
Hello. I can hardly believe that you've defeated Bloodraven. Though she was once my closest friend, I pray that her tortured spirit remains banished forever. You have earned my respect, stranger, and the allegiance of the rogues. I have placed several of my best warriors at your disposal.
Well, let's make it hopeful for this character that sooner or later she could get to 1.21 gigawatts.
Good to see you. Just storing up a whole bunch of
Okay, this is a portal back to there, but I'm thinking we have to speak to Akara or someone to get the story rolling still.
It is clear that we are facing an evil difficult to comprehend, let alone combat. There is only one Haradrim sage, schooled in the most arcane history and lore, who could advise us. His name is Deckard Cain.
We all know him.
And find him, my friend. I pray that he still lives.
Alright, go through the underground passage to the Dark Wood, search for the Tree of Inifus, and recover the scroll. Alright, let's see if how long the video is. Like, seeing how long the video has been, we can go longer. Like, sure, I could just, stop the video and just have it titled just about defeating Bloodraven, but okay, seems like someone of the place is coming with us. Like, man, can you guys, like, hold on. Dang it, wait, hold up. Let's see, options, sound. Let's crank up that music. That's something like, So yeah, let's just say I turned down the other, like the sound effects, and I cranked up the music. Like, some of the music is pretty darn, killer. And so far I know of, the soundtrack for these Diablo games isn't exactly copyrighted. It's said to, let's see here, go through the underground passage to Dark Wood. Okay, so yeah, earlier I was kind of, let's just say earlier I was, even though I was a little bit going against what the main quest wanted me to do, at the same time I just didn't, like, let's just say that in another way I was also helping out future main quests by scouting ahead. Another thing though is that Diablo 1 and this game, when at 60 FPS, they're kind of like if you were to take certain old cartoons and have something to help with generating fresh new frames, to where it's shocking of how certain old animations look really look even better at a higher frame rate. Another part of these electro attacks is that they can pretty much help to light up the place. Okay, yes, I would like to wipe out every single blasted demon out of this cave, but at the same time, I'd rather not draw your attention spans away. Okay, these things are having it coming to them. Somewhere along here has to be the exit. Oh, jeez. Man, so many satisfied clients. They're just laying on the floor with gratitude of how much this has been therapeutic to them. Okay, so according to this, we have successfully came into the Dark Wood. So if we follow this certain path here, we should sooner or later find good old Tristram. If a whole bunch of enemies are behind me enough, I will give all the electrotherapy that they've been asking for. Okay, wrong direction. Now now a whole bunch of these shall give free electroshock therapy. Oh boy, you're poking at me because you apparently want to be possibly refunded? Well, too bad. So many satisfied customers on the ground. Okay, so we had to find Tristram, and we were kind of going to this other place that possibly we'll be going to later, which means that we may have to. I don't know how much, but we may have to wander around a little bit. Yeah, let's see here. I'm sorry, guys, but I would like to give you free electroshock therapy sessions, but you gotta well, I guess in some form of payment to my sorceress for giving the electroshock therapy, but but I will not give in to your constant attacks like that. Alright, that's it. these ones, these blue ones are a little bit like the red ones. There's gotta be someone resurrecting them. Oh great, we're getting a little bit off track here. We gotta snap back to the main thing. Okay, so let's see our options. This is just odd. The main path leads us to that one place. I'm guessing going in this direction may be of help. But I guess in that other direction that we were kind of just, just going into. Wait a minute. Okay, so I don't mean to break off of where I was going, but there's a reason why I'm going to this direction. On the main map, I do see something I should toggle this. There you go, that way. When needed, that could be used to get in a way to teleport all the way back to the encampment. Well, it seems throughout this that I've yet to find Tristram. And I don't and because of how random this map is versus the last time let's just say that one time I did give a bit of a try to be able to resurrect it, but because of my hardware, the game doesn't, the game at certain points just didn't exactly give a smooth enough 60 FPS and wasn't exactly good TI, so I'm just having to try to a little bit rough it with the original.
I can't carry anymore.
Alright, that's it. You guys been telling me enough. Okay, there seems to be another tree here. Okay, that's it. Well, I do not know what to say here, guys. So far, I just cannot see where in the world to go to find Tristram, because according to the quote, it says go through the underground passage to the dark wood, search for the tree of influence. Where is that tree? I hope that one tree that we were at is. Oh, jeez! I thought we were going directly to Tristram. Or maybe the tree will help us get to Tristram. What?
The tree has an aura of magic about it.
Okay, we have a scroll right here. Boy, am I a little bit dumb. To the scroll, infamous back to. Ah, jeez. I was about to try to go all all over the place to find Tristram, but apparently it's not the time yet.
On this scroll. You must find the cairnstones and touch them in the order that I have written.
Okay, so let's see. Go to the cairnstones in the stony field. Touch the stones in the order found on the scroll of Inifus. Enter the portal to Tristram, but beware the dangers of that lies ahead. Yeah, oh jeez. I don't like if I really think about it, I do not know 100% of how much evil there is in pentagrams, but for the longest time I've been told that pentagrams are usually bad and evil, but I do not know of how much of that is, if that is 100% accurate all the time or not. Or if it's just like, or if a whole bunch of churches back in the days saw that, and I guess seen that whatever kind of evil, wicked people using it, and I guess then thought to mark it as that, and for generations, Let's see here. So we can take this portal back to Darkwood, because I think that's where we would have to exactly go. Okay, so this is I guess the game has her just auto-managed. While in Diablo 3, you would actually get to a little bit choose things that your companion can do. Well, dang it, this character doesn't have enough strength to have that. And because it takes up backpack space and all that, that's the reason why I thought to sell it. Oh jeez. Let's just say that when the time comes when I feel to switch off using anything to kind of give the character a bit of a support line, that's when I'll, be using a bit more potions. But for now, I'll just stack them up. Okay, we definitely need these certain scrolls here. Okay, now that we stored away and all that, let's get back to the Darkwood. And boy, at night, no wonder why they call it the Darkwood. At night, it's really just that. Hold on, let's see here. This static shield seems similar to a force field. But for now, let's just say that when I feel that possibly I could shift to going to that certain static field, because that certain static field just sounds like some sort of force field. Hold on. Oh, okay, let's get back to it. my best guess is that the certain spot could be around here. Wait, hold up. So this is Black Marsh. Okay, let's continue into a little bit more, but I don't know 100% if this marsh here is the place that would have it. Like, oh, wait a minute. Are they? Okay, so there's just some kind of blue demon. Okay, right there's a well, so I'm guessing that's where the character can possibly heal at. Even more, says my customers of electroshock therapy. Let's see, there's go to carved stones in the stony field. I'm not. Oh, jeez. Like what? Like there's. Let's just say that there's some things that this game has that Diablo 3 doesn't, and there's also, like, you know, Diablo 2 and Diablo 3 have their similarities and their differences. And one similar I wish it had was, like, once you're given a quest that, you know, that it wouldn't be, that you wouldn't really need much of a guiding hand, only because the certain place to go to and all that is already laid out. Okay, so that right there is a certain kind of hole in the ground. Well, one thing is for certain side, This Black Marsh, I thought maybe the certain stones they spoke of were there, but maybe they were meaning in the Dark Woods. I can see here I'm still a bit of a noob at the story of Diablo 2. I of course played through the story of Diablo 3 at Reaper of Souls, and sometimes I question whether or not to play Diablo 1 or 2 because there are certain amounts of journals of lore in Diablo 3 that of course what gives you a thing to not really play this title because the story is basically already told of what happens here. Now I'm re-entering the Darkwood only because I'm thinking that possibly the very stone thing is actually in this wood and not in the other places there. And again, it's almost like an accidental kind of, scouting ahead kind of thing. Well, from looking around, I do not see because let's just say in Diablo 2 Remastered, I know what the certain stones is talking about, like what they look like, but of course, because I guess I don't know, for some things they're not generated different for the Diablo games, but one thing that has stayed true in the Diablo series and other games that competitors want to try to do for a Diablo-like game is for the certain dungeons to be randomly generated. Well, this is starting to become a bit more of a bummer. I so far cannot find the Karn stones. Okay, Karn stones in Stony Field. Wait. Stony Field. Hold up. Am I getting this right? Like, I'm just making sure if I got that right. It's gonna be like Stony Field. Is that supposed to be an actual place in the game? Cause like I said before, like there's only so much of Diablo 2 that I know of. Okay, so right now I am entering the Black Marsh, but the reason why I'm entering the Black Marsh again is because I don't like possibly I may have to look for this stony field that could be connected to the marsh. So yeah, like let's just say that it's a bit much to try to think of. Like sometimes it's a bit much to try to think of what to say for certain gameplay recordings or streams. And the reason why I'm not really thinking of streaming anymore is because apparently, due to what some others have said, streaming is best for those that are having a certain number of subscribers and I'm not exactly in that certain number of subscribers. Okay, so right here is the Forgotten Tower. So I'm not 100% for sure. Like I've run into this certain tower before, but I am not 100% for sure if just to try to keep the yawns away, I'm gonna just give everyone so much electroshock therapy. I'm going to try my best to ignore all the creatures behind me, only because, like it says in the quest here, I am just hopefully guessing that I would have to find this certain stony field. Wait, stony field. Hold on, is this? I'm trying to think. Is the stony field the one place that was connected to that one cave passage? Like, man, I'm just hopefully not turning you guys off from seeing my gameplay here, but I'm just a bit clueless. Right over there goes to a different place. And so, to my pure guessing, all that, yeah, definitely due to my pure guessing, I do not think that I'm meant to be in this black marsh yet. It's just by a bit of an accident. So yeah, I'm going to go through that certain passage again to see if. But it says the stony fields, and maybe. Well, instead of just guessing and all that, hold up. I'm gonna pause. Okay, guys. So due to some reading of a certain Wikipedia page, it turns out that that I was kind of really going all over the place for kind of stupidly, because it seems like the very place here that it seems like the very place that I found on the scroll I possibly could have the certain stones. And since I don't exactly have usage of a video editor, and all that, I don't know if I'll recall after putting the video out to put into the description to skip to certain points. And a certain point would possibly be when I would find the certain the certain stones to use this thing at. So I'm gonna have to search around the tree here. Well, guys, it seems like I may have to, I'm guessing I may have to backtrack a little bit to see if I could then, cause, like I found the scroll here in the dark wood, but I'm guessing I should backtrack to see if I could find this, this certain stone, field. So guys, I'm not talking that much, but sometimes you just run out of things to say. But please enjoy the epic in-game soundtrack while I try to find this stony field. Well, guys, sadly, so far, I have not seen any other kind of exits. Now, I wasn't exactly planning on to ridding this whole entire underground passage of all the, like, sure, ridding of all the things down here would definitely mean that this place would be all, more lit up by things. Ah, shoot! If only I exactly knew, I wouldn't have used so much time with just looking around like that. Well, now we gotta look all over this stony field to see exactly where the spot would be to, to generate the portal. Wait a minute. This marking on the map, that looks like it. Here we go. Tristram.
No match for Diablo's fury.
Which means that even though... So I guess by seeing how this game goes, it kind of makes Diablo 1 kind of like, even though they did an excellent job doing Devolution X to do a fan remake of Diablo, by seeing the events of this game, it kind of makes the first game kind of a fart. Because it seems like he comes back regardless. And look at this, when we're in Tristram, it's like, I think Diablo 2 has something still of the first Diablo game, which is, some of the epic kind of, dark and a bit mysterious, sounds to hear. Okay, so right here would be the fountain where Cain would be at. Over here would be someone. This was a tavern. This is where a blacksmith was. So I think when they did, I do think that when they did this, when they originally did this game here, I do think that at that time that they had pretty much enough access where they did somewhat of a nice touch up to on the classic Tristram. And right over here would be the possible cathedral.
Help! Deckard Cain, get to the rogue camp.
Okay.
Yes?
Another slightly painful thing is they gotta move all this manually. I'm just gonna begin just tossing all these potions out.
Not in town.
Great. As a token of my gratitude, I will identify items for you at no charge. Regrettably, I could do nothing to prevent the disaster which devastated Tristram. It would appear that our greatest fears have come to pass. Diablo, the Lord of Terror, has once again been set loose upon the world. As you know, some time ago, Diablo was slain beneath Tristram, and when our hero emerged triumphant from the labyrinth beneath town, we held a grand celebration that lasted several days. Yet, as the weeks passed, our hero became increasingly aloof. He kept his distance from the rest of the townsfolk and seemed to lapse into a dark, brooding depression.
Oh boy.
Perhaps his ordeal had been so disturbing that he simply could not put it out of his mind. The hero seemed more tormented every passing day. I remember he awoke many times, screaming in the night, always something about the East. One day he simply left, and shortly thereafter Tristram was attacked by legions of foul demons. Many were slain, and the demons left me to die in that cursed cage. I believe now that Tristram's hero was that dark wanderer who passed this way before the monastery fell. I fear even worse, my friend. I fear that Diablo has taken possession of the hero who sought to slay him. If true,
Oh boy.
become more powerful than ever before. You must stop him, or all will be lost.
If you think about it, how the first Diablo game and the Torchlight one are like the Torchlight series seems to be in some ways like really being a copycat. Like, in the first one, you have certain heroes going after the certain evil and all that. And then in Torchlight 2, it's the antagonist turns out to be one of the protagonists of the first game, and which is pretty much seeming to be very similar and possibly copying of, Because in Torchlight 2, on the alchemist, instead of being the hero, the alchemist of the first game becomes, you know, the antagonist because, well, it's just been, you know, Torchlight 2 has been out for a while, and I just don't, like, I try my best to play the Torchlight games, but I just, you know, it's not in much my taste. Like, there's so many people that got into Torchlight, but But anyways, back to this game. Visiting a car in the rogue encampment.
You have risked your life to rescue Cain. For that we thank you. You must seek his counsel immediately.
Yes?
Okay, so I don't see that Decker has anything to say yet. Let's check her. Okay, she has. I'm trying to look for someone that has an exclamation point.
When I fled the monastery, I left behind the Herodric Malus, my enchanted smithing hammer. If you can retrieve it for me, I'll use its magic to strengthen your equipment.
Okay. I wonder what else you do with your equipment. So yeah, apparently duel to the tray has to be done first before the rest of Act 1. Like, to be honest, this Act 1 feels like this Act 1 feels longer than the Diablo 3's Act 1, only because of, you know, like, I guess of having paid more attention to where you are on the map and all that. But maybe that's the whole entire reason why, like, I'm sure Diablo 3's Act 1 is a bit shorter feeling, but I think they did that just to try to get, but the reason why Diablo 3's Act 1 it feels a little bit shorter because it's a bit more guided. While in this Act 1, you have to find out more, and because you have to find out a bit more of the map of where you are, that causes it to feel longer. And that's because you're really exploring the place. Okay, look for the Herodric Malus in the monastery barracks. Beware of the smith that guards it. So anyways guys, thanks for watching, and I'll have this uploaded and then I'll set it to public when I feel to. So anyways guys, thanks for watching, and yeah, hopefully this video also does well.